Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Utah's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Find some fresh air. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, give on the inside. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Catch in the middle, it's Love. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and stab.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Utes.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. From the gun, the ground game. Not much there. He gets one to the 11. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for room. It's Stevens. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. Crosses the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, to give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He'll set up to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Badgers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Got enough for the first. Turning it on!
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw. It's Suggs. Got it in the middle. It's locked. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB trying to...
There he goes. He's at the... and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Toure. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Badgers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Utes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Stevens. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Right back to the well. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Stevens. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. The Badgers will punt this one away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes!
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowie. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. It's on target and complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. They're going back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the left. Got a little space. There he goes. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack to pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Suggs. Pocket breaking down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Utes want to crank the tempo. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal. Utah.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison.
And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Utes have this offense rolling. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Suggs. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man to the left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Utah! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Gives it to the back on the draw. Looking for room at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bowie. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. Running back searching for a hole. At midfield, he's got room. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
It will be 1st and 10, Wisconsin.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Badgers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. The Badgers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It's a draw. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Blue 22! Blue 22!
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the left side. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Utes. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Ball. They're trailing by 14 to Jacksonville State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smith wants to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
and the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now through the play caller, certainly through the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Badgers line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. On the run, it's Green. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air, it's Suggs. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? A long way to go. Wants to go up top. Keeps looking downfield. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's lobbed. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Oh, they're after him! Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Smith dropping to pass. On target to the left. Breaks in the... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count him for 6.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They want that clock to run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Utes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Turning on the Jets. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Rides the back on the option, the give. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.